So, our topic today is intimacy. And the question is, how intimate are we with ourselves? We've learned that intimacy means having emotional closeness with loved ones and family and people that we run into. And of course, we share to the degree of our comfort. We do everything in this group to the degree of our comfort. So, it's okay to relax here. This is a very safe and peaceful place. And in asking ourselves, how well do we know ourselves? How can we learn about ourselves without getting lost in our pain, without being overcome by sadness or grief or any of the other feelings that are normal human emotions, but sometimes they're overwhelming? One thing is we aren't at their mercy. We don't become the thought. We don't become the feeling. We are the person that says, I am feeling this. Who is I? Who is your true self? Your true self is a spiritual being having a physical experience. So it's okay to have that little bit of distance. In fact, it's preferable because that stepping away, just a breath, staying in the present moment, right here and right now, we're safe and we're comfortable. We're free. We have the ability to actually be happy. The things that have happened to us are in the moment that's past. Just like when we take a breath, we take the breath in, we're in the present moment, and as we exhale the breath, that moment is actually passing. And when we all the way exhale or inhale, we're in the next moment. We can't get back that moment any more than we can rebreathe yesterday's air. It's actually moved away from us. And we have to understand that we are here. We aren't there anymore. Like looking through a telescope. If you look through, one of those long eyepieces, if you look through one end, it draws things very close and makes them very big and overwhelming. But if you turn it around and look through the other end, you'll find that even very large things get very tiny. So that's a physical way of getting distance from things. We need an emotional way. We're going to do that with a very peaceful little story today. And when people hear recording, sometimes they need to understand that we are only recording me. We never record any of your comments. That's turned off. And we do have room for talking at the end. So please stay with us. Today we're going to take a very gentle trip because we may be going through something very difficult in our environment or in our memory. Our feelings may be coming and they may be on us like a curtain or a cloak. They may weigh heavy on us. But be aware that we are the we, we are the us, we are the I. We don't become the feeling. The feeling stays separate. It just comes to us. And if you try to hold on to a feeling, sometimes it can be very overwhelming. But if you allow yourself to look deeply and intimately with yourself, you'll notice that a feeling, just like a thought, passes very quickly. If I say, don't think of a pink elephant, you immediately think of that pink elephant and its big flappy pink ears and its long trunk. It's right there in your mind because the thought has come into your mind, but it will leave your mind pretty quickly because pink elephants aren't anything you're really interested in. So we have to get more interested by changing our focus. We have to get more interested in our recovery and in our present moment and in the things that are healing to us. It isn't to negate the things that have happened or our feelings or bury them in any way. It's simply to give them their own time and space, and that isn't right here and now. It's at another time that we can make an appointment with them. And when feelings are really screaming at us, we have to realize they're doing that because we haven't been listening. And if we give them even 20 minutes a day to sit down and feel them, experience them, understand them, our whole focus here is understanding what's happening to us. And as soon as we do that, then we're able to start unraveling it. And we're able to start gaining control over it. And I don't mean control like a hard grip. I mean, we're able to actually move into a space of healing instead of a space of disruption. So in this group, we get comfortable because you'll be very, very relaxed. So lean back, support your neck. You might want a little blanket over you, maybe something soft and comforting. Because the part of us that gets dysregulated with feelings is our inner child. But the part of us that's sitting here calmly now is our inner adult, our inner nurturing parent. The part of us that cares about us is staying focused on what we're doing now, staying focused on the healing process. It's like putting a soothing balm on a bad scrape, on the pain that's happening to us. This is a time of soothing and a time of comfort. Understand that your subconscious is always trying to help you. It thinks you need to know something, excuse me, really important about those overwhelming feelings. So it keeps throwing them up so that you pay attention. It's always trying to help. But sometimes, just like a child, the things it's doing isn't helping and even can be very disrupting. So if a child is screaming in pain, we never put them in a closet and shut the door. We never be mean to them. Instead, a nurturing parent holds a child. A nurturing parent may even stroke their cheek. You could do that right now if you want. Put your hands on your cheeks and feel yourself very present. Just touch your face. With your eyes closed, you might want to touch your fingertips to your eyebrows. And allow your body to begin to relax. And to use a centering technique that's very important when you're dealing with strong feelings. That technique is very simple. Be aware of 5 things, excuse me, 5 things in your environment that you can see. And if you have your eyes closed, you can let that be 5 things that you remember are around you. Maybe you have a comforting pet. Maybe you have a dog or a cat that's probably trying to lay on you right now because they really like what happens to you in this deep relaxation. They want to get in on it. If it's a cat and a purr is happening, purring is very healing. It's at the exact rate of energy that is given in ultrasound and other healing techniques. Just a soft, gentle purr. They're there to heal you and to heal themselves. So you're in an intimate relationship. You're actually letting the cat experience some of your feelings. And they're doing that willingly because they love you. If you don't have a cat or a dog that's there near you, you can even think of a precious little stuffed animal. Anything that the inner child in you finds comforting and soothing. Again, it may be just a soft blanket. It's a sign to your inner child that you're actually caring for them. You're physically willing to do something to help. Just being here and relaxing like this is causing a tremendous amount of help to your nervous system and to your memories and to your body. Our body and our mind are connected. Sometimes we manifest emotional pain in physical ways. We start having aches and pains, but we can let that go. Because right now is about soothing ourselves and healing ourselves, bringing ourselves to a state of comfort where we feel safe. We might want to think that as a little prayer as you close your eyes if they aren't already. And there may be 4 things that you can feel right now. So 5 things that you could see, 4 things that you can feel, like your clothing touching your body or your weight on the surface beneath you. A little warmth if you have that blanket over you. Feeling maybe a little pulse in the tips of your fingers or the tips of your toes. You could focus on one hand or the other and let yourself be aware that when you think into an area, you give it energy. You can feel that energy in the form of that little pulse or sensation of maybe warmth or coolness. You could run one fingertip over the other and touch them with your thumb. And you can do that in a soothing, comforting way. And move to 3 things that you can hear. Maybe the sound of your own breath. You might even feel your heartbeat and you can tell it it's safe now. You're right here and right now. And you are in your own 2 hands. There's a song that says, I hold my face in my 2 hands to catch what falls from within me. You can't be lonely when you're in your 2 hands because you're right there with you. all of the parts of yourself are together and working for your healing. And you just relax and go deeper as you think of two things that you might be able to smell. Just the scent in the air, the sweetness of breath itself. And that can give you another sensation just as you breathe in. Be aware of the air touching the tip of your nose. It may feel cool or warm to the tip of your nose, and then it changes temperatures as you breathe in. Where exactly does it change? Does it start to feel warm in the back of your throat? Or as it goes down your throat into your lungs? Allow it to go to the warm place and maybe take it all the way down into your belly. A really deep breath. And as you exhale, you can just release. Feel when that breath starts to become cool again. So every deep breath becomes another step on a healing journey inward to your true self. And let's count 10 steps as we go deeper into our true selves and get ready to hear a deliciously relaxing little story that helps us understand and heal. So pretend that you're taking 10 steps and going deeper into relaxation with each one of them, deeper to your true self. As I count from 10 to 9, deeper into relaxation, 8, moving closer to your peace, 7, a quietness of spirit begins to come in, with 6, feeling gentle and soft, 5, kindness and compassion for yourself become the dominant feeling, 4, your own healing, 3, going deeper and deeper to heal and realign your nervous system. Feel yourself drift down to that one point, that one, just like counting through our feelings and all of those things that we started at 5. One may be a very pleasant taste you can remember. Remember a taste of sweetness, or what you think of as the taste of gentleness. It's really easy, usually, to remember the taste of chocolate or a big fresh strawberry, sweet and bursting with sunshine. And when you reach 1, you can begin to allow those things to leave and a new image to come at 0. The new image is a very beautiful and peaceful place. maybe even walking through a bamboo forest, walking through a part that is sunny and bright, warm and soothing. And you may come to a part, as we do in our lives, that appears to be dark and difficult. Maybe the bamboo is leaning over that pathway. Maybe it's dark to the point that it shuts out the light. But with our intention, we can reach into our pocket or our little bag and we find a candle of understanding and a candle of focus, because wild feelings, just like wild nature, can trick us, take us out of the present moment. But we have that candle. The candle is still an external force, but with the light of our focus and intention, looking deeply, we can light that candle and know that the act of lighting that candle is going to take us into the darkness. The candle is made of our tools, all the things that we've been told, all the things that we understand, all the things that we know to be true, we know to be comforting. The tools that we gather in our various healing modalities, including this one of deep relaxation. Those are the tools we use to heal our nervous system, to heal that wound. Move back to the candle and keep your focus on that light. As you walk forward into the darkness, know that the darkness comes on our path. It shows up unbidden. Sometimes our journey will take us into it. And we cling to the wisdom that we have in that light. We cling to our tools and our understanding, because that's the path to healing. Now, this may be difficult, or it may be very easy for you, but I'm going to ask you to walk into the darkness with your candle and look around, and you'll find a place there to sit down and rest. Sit down with nothing but that candle to focus on. And as you relax and go deeper, I'm asking you to make a choice to focus on the candle or to focus on your feeling of self, that wise part that understands exactly what you need, that wise part that other people can't even see, even if you tell it to them or show the darkness to them. The wise part can understand it. Right next to every question in our subconscious, we carry the answer. Right next to every problem, there is a solution. And that solution is understanding. So let's take a moment to look deeply into our understanding. And if you feel comfortable, because everything here is done to the degree of our comfort, you could actually put that candle out for a moment and find yourself in that true, powerful, spiritual part of yourself. The part that knows you've gotten this far. It knows you already came through that darkness. And you're right here in the middle of it, saying, no, I have the choice to relight my candle. I have the choice to work with my tools and my understanding. Or I have the choice to sit here in the dark. I can panic. But, and this is a very big but, remember, you also have the choice to relight the candle. You can go even deeper into understanding. And just for a moment, when you're in the darkness, if you've chosen to put the candle out, when you're in the darkness, courageously and without fear, courageously, courage, fearless, those things don't really mean without fear. Bravery means being able to face the darkness and feel all of the things that come with it, but not right now, because right now is learning about what to do. So if your mind is racing, stop. Come back to your courage, come back to your bravery that learns to sit even with the difficulties and still remain at peace, because you haven't become the difficulties. They aren't you. Stop defining yourself by them. Stop allowing yourself to be lost or allowing yourself to fall into them. Stop. Right now, you are a person sitting on a rock on a dark path. And if you look down that path, there's a little glimmer of light. I won't keep you in the dark very long. You know that. Because everything is done to the degree of our comfort. We let things out a little at a time because that way we aren't overwhelmed by them. And that little glimmer of light shows you that you really aren't lost in the dark. You had light before the dark occurred, and you'll have light after it's passed from your emotions. Our emotions and our thoughts are just a tiny electrical blip in a nervous system. And right now there's many tiny electrical blips that are saying, relax. We've got you. You're safe. And it's time to use your tools to heal and relight that candle. The same way you lit it the first time, light it again. You can do it just by snapping your fingers, or you may have a handy lighter right there in your pocket where the candle came from. You know, when you're in the dark, the tiniest candle is so bright. Try it sometime. Just turn on a little flashlight or even one of those tiny little LED lights. It's so bright because everything else is dark. And that brightness lets you know that you are never alone. We all journey this path together. Move forward. Move forward now and head towards that little glimmer of light. And you may go deeper because you know you're headed towards the light. Go deeper as I count from 10, down to 0 again. And when you reach 0, you'll be at that light. And something amazing will happen. So, moving forward now, out of the darkness. 10, 9, 8, further along the path. 7, to your inner self, your true self. 6, 5, and the light is starting to get bright now. 4, for your healing. 3, you're almost there. 2, 1, and step into an amazingly beautiful secret garden. The secret garden has orchids and lotus flowers. Beautiful, favorite flowers surrounding you. Fruits and berries that you can actually pick and choose the healthy things to nurture your body. You can be surrounded with beauty and that warm sunlight because you had the courage to go through the darkness and find the light of understanding. In this light of understanding, your subconscious is directed to unravel those knots where we've gotten stuck. Unravel the thoughts that have been causing difficulty. And we do this not by thinking about every knot. We can stop that. Your subconscious knows how to do it the same way it knew how to get into it and keep repeating things. It knows how to do this. So right now we're communicating directly with that part because you're calm and relaxed. And that's where the healing is. We're about 25% more efficient and effective just by being calm and focused. It gives us clarity. The same way we can bring those beautiful flowers in that secret garden into focus. We might want to touch them or smell them or even rub one on our cheek. Beautiful, gentle, tender flowers. Skin of those petals is just as soft or even softer than the skin on your cheek. It might be as soft as that skin in the bend of your elbow. You can touch it there and gently stroke it with your fingertip. And notice how tender it is. how gently peaceful it is. As you make a choice to consciously, for right now, be at peace, you're doing very well. You're doing this very well. And when you sit down in that garden, here's the amazing thing that I promised. There is a beautiful crystal goblet in front of you, just sitting there, finely detailed with symbols of courage, symbols of strength, symbols of pure compassion, symbols of peace. And as you focus on it, you may be able to see or touch those engraved symbols around the outside of it. And be aware that that cup is half full of light, a very healing energy. Now, the important thing is you can either choose to drink in that light and focus on the healing, or you can choose to focus on the fact that the glass is also half empty. Sometimes we get stuck in that empty part. And we need to remember, and we need to have gratitude for the fact that you are here today. And this healing place is somewhere you can return anytime you choose. You can return here in this meeting, or you can return to this place in your own mind. Return to it simply by imagining that beautiful goblet carved and etched with those symbols of healing. Just by imagining that, and keep adding to those symbols. Keep adding to the beauty of it with your mind. And you'll go right to this relaxed place. And if you choose to focus on the fact that there is healing right here, right now, by being at peace, your mind may struggle a moment. That's okay. It's struggling because it doesn't know what's to come. But I'll tell you what's to come right now. If you choose to focus on that healing light, if you choose to pick up the goblet and drink it in, you choose to focus on putting as much energy into recovery and healing as you have wasted on the pain and the remembering and the telling and explaining and apologizing. That was all a waste. That's the empty part. There's nothing there for you. That beautiful healing part, that healing light that is embodied in a pure liquid compassion, that you can actually drink in kindness for yourself, safety for yourself. If you choose to drink that in, pick up that goblet. You might be able to feel it. You might even experience a little hum from it, because that pure compassion is powerful. It's powerful. Love. Love from your higher power. Love from yourself. That divine energy that says you deserve to be happy. You deserve your life back. No matter what's been there, what was taken, what was lost. If it was truly lost, you wouldn't be suffering with it. Maybe it needs to be lost. But more than that, it needs to be honored and allowed to heal. You need to be allowed to grow. Return to who you were meant to be when you came into this life. That's the half full part. Make a choice. And I hope the choice now is to pick up that goblet. And as you hold it in your hands, say to yourself, stop whatever other thoughts you have, and say to yourself, may I be safe. May I be free. May I be healed. May I be happy. And most of all, may I awaken to the light of my true nature. The fact that I have a part of me that can touch my higher power. There's a part of you that is in direct contact with all the love in the universe. Looking at the half empty part denies that. And it would be robbing yourself. Open yourself to that love. And with that thought in mind, may I awaken to the light of my true nature, connected to that higher power, filled with the grace of wisdom and the peace of compassion. Begin to drink that liquid, taking that light right into yourself to fill every cell, every tissue. And as you follow it down, may I be safe. May I be free. May I be happy. May I be at peace. May I awaken to the light of my true nature. Allow that to fill you. And it's amazing when you choose that light, it begins to flow with power through every part of you. The power of compassion is endless because true love never gives up. You're making a promise to yourself right now to experience the true love of yourself, genuine intimacy with yourself, genuine caring, that can look at the tears and turn them into a smile, that can look in the dark and see the hope of that little light out there and keep moving towards it. The hope that says, when I light this lighter, it's going to turn on so I can light this candle. That's actually faith. And the faith that that candle is going to light and burn and take you all the way to the goal. Not all at once, a little at a time. One step at a time, that's all we can do. Otherwise, it's like opening a closet door and having dozens of boxes fall out on you. And we think we have to deal with all of that at once. That isn't true. We only have to unpack one small box at a time. And before we even do that, we have to be strong enough that we have the courage to do it. Yes, we grow our strength first. We stop growing our pain first. We grow our strength. And then we can look at it and say, I know what to do with this. I am safe and free. I have a right to be happy. I have love for myself. My higher power loves me. And it loves me no matter what. I have fellow travelers that love me. I have resources and tools now that I never had before. And I'm making a choice to use them. I hope that you chose to drink that liquid. And when you look at the cup now, you may actually notice that it's full to the brim because you have chosen this healing path. Drink it down now until you're completely satisfied. This is a cup of compassion, a cup of ultimate healing, genuine healing, intimate healing, not just on the surface, starting at the deepest parts and just allowing them to slip away for now. Because right now we grow strength, we grow courage. Relax completely now and leave that image as you begin to come back to the present moment in your everyday life, but you bring everything you've learned with you and you make a choice just like you chose that path and you chose to put the candle out and you chose to light it again and you chose to come to this secret garden and you found that beautiful cup of wisdom and you chose to drink it. Those are the positive choices to make. Those are the ones that lead to healing. And in just a moment, when I count to 5, you'll open your eyes feeling relaxed, refreshed, and deeply at ease. Things put in order in your life. All of the overwhelming clutter of thoughts just dissolved in that kindness. And with the number 1, You just begin to come up. Number 2, feeling that deep and abiding peace. All the things that you've learned coming with you. Number 3, coming with you into your everyday life. You will never forget these things. You will never forget the choices you made and the prayers that you prayed. May I be happy. May I be free. May I be safe. May I be at peace. May I awaken to the light of my true nature. With the number 4, take a deep breath and feel the need to stretch and move around a little bit. And number 5, just open your eyes, feeling wonderful in every way and all the way back to the present moment, right here and right now, wide awake.